One man who, like me, thinks it's a shame to lose parts of our history is trying to keep a record of the things that might not be around much longer. Terence Nunn has been taking photographs for 40 years. Today, he's at Streatham to take a picture of the old swimming baths.
I became rather fond of these old buildings and just started taking pictures of, old cinemas, old greasy spoon cafes, junk shops, back streets.
And were you already aware of the fact that you were recording something that was disappearing?
Well, yes. I could see that, these things would disappear, but I didn't think they'd disappear as fast as they have done. I thought, well, perhaps in 100 years' time when I'm under the sod, people will see these pictures and think, what an interesting place London was. But of course, it's all happened so much more quickly. And most of the things I've photographed now are long since gone. This is an old orangery of what used to be Thornton House, built in 1793, I think. And the interesting thing is it's completely surrounded by a housing estate.
It's appropriate that Terence is very fond of his 1960s SLR, though he's not averse to the convenience of digital technology. Terence has spent most of his life recording and documenting the buildings of the past, things that have been shoved aside in the name of progress. But ironically, he shares all these lovely photographs with the world via that most modern thing of all, the internet. Welcome to Terence Nunn's attic. Virtual, of course. It's actually his spare bedroom.
I started putting my pictures on the internet about 10 years ago when I first got a website. And one of the pictures I'm very fond of is this, of the Phoenix Cafe, Camden Town, which I took in 1967. It's got very grand painting on the side saying coffee and dining rooms, which was really a sort of euphemism for a greasy spoon cafe, the sort of place where you have to go up to the counter to stir your tea because the teaspoon's chained to the counter. Another of my favourite pictures is this one. This is the Bedford Music Hall in Camden Town, taken in 1968. This was one of London's most famous music halls. All the big names played here: Mari Lloyd, Charlie Chaplin, P.G. Wodehouse had one of his musicals premiered here. But by the time I took this, it was on its last legs, and only a matter of months after I took this picture, it was pulled down and it's now shops. If I had to keep just one picture out of all the ones I've taken over the years, it would be this one, the Tolmer Cinema. It's a sight you don't see nowadays, a genuine old flea pit cinema with the posters up, bright and garish in the middle of a very grey street.
There are 130 pictures on Terence's website. He's planning to upload more of the remaining 500 or 600 in time. Selling some helps him cover his costs, but this is really a labour of love, and he's not planning to give up yet.